Welcome back! It's game 2 in the triple header tonight here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. We just had a Division B game with Petting Zoo Players versus Genus Chaos. Petting Zoo Players got murdered by a Chaos team in week 1. They got their vengeance here in week 2. We've got another Division B game tonight, the final Division B game of the week, and that is going to be Knee-High to Nuffle versus Tracksuit Mafia, Clyphus versus Merrick, Chaos Dwarves versus plain old Chaos. You can see the Division A standings there. They haven't changed yet. Man, how many times am I going to do that? How many times am I going to do that? Hey, there we go. But Division B, Petting Zoo Players moves up into 3rd place with their win against Genus Chaos. They've got 3 points at the TD diff of +1. Tonight, the 5th place Knee-High to Nuffle is going to face off against Tracksuit Mafia. Both teams currently undefeated. Both teams looking for some points to move up in the division. Still very early in the competition. Win or lose, both teams will still very much be in this competition. And first up, we've got the Drive F wins the Blood Bowl. we got Knee-High to Nuffle, the Chaos Dwarf team. They're coming in with a 12-man roster. They're coming in with an 11-man roster. They're going to be down one of their 2 Bull Centaurs. Oh man, Blasphemy is out. What do you have, Blasphemy? A damaged back. Oh, I'm so sorry. We all know Bull Centaurs, man. Back pain is serious business for the Bull Centaurs. Just 1 Bull Centaur for Knee-High to Nuffle. He's got the 4 Chaos Dwarf blockers. They're the Blitzers. He's got 6 Chaos Dwarf blockers. That's better. He's got the 6 Chaos Dwarf blockers. He's got a few Hobgoblins, but 1 Minotaur. He's picked up the Minotaur. The Minotaur has Frenzy. The Minotaur has Mighty Blow. Very scary player with a strength of 5. Not too slow either with that MA of 5, at least for a Dwarven team. Dwarves are very slow. Clyphus being down that 1 Bull Centaur, that's a big hit. He's got a lot of skills on this team. He's spread it out fairly well. He's got a lot of block. The Dwarves come with block, but he's got a handful of guard. He's got a Briar Rose there, the number 6 Chaos Dwarf blocker with Dauntless. He has Bashful with Mighty Blow. We've seen how frightening Mighty Blow can be. He's got Robin Roundcap with Sure Hands. He's got some skills to work with, but losing one of those 2 Bull Centaurs, that's a big loss in my opinion. He has 3 TRR, 1 Apothecary, 6 Fan Factor. Tonight he will be up against Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia with a TV of 1420. Knee-High to Nuffle has a TV of 1320, but Tracksuit Mafia is going to have to pick up a Journeyman. That's going to bring their TV up to 1480. They're giving 180,000 gold in inducement in petty cash for the inducement phase to Knee-High to Nuffle. That's enough for a wizard. I'm just saying. 3 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, 5 Fan Factor, 1 Coach Assistant. Looks like, was it 5 for Knee-High as well? 6 for Knee-High. Wow. So the fame can go to either team really here. Tracksuit Mafia does have that coach assistant to give him just that little bit of an extra bump on some of those kickoff events on the kickoff event table. Tracksuit Mafia, the Chaos team, probably, Clyphus says, are we talking about wizards? Tracksuit Mafia here, a Chaos team, probably the scariest Chaos team, I think, in the competition, just because Tracksuit Mafia has been fielded since the first competition of the season, so he's picked up a lot of TV. He's picked up 420 TV, and you can see where he's put it, man. He's got 3 players with Claw. 2 of those players also have Mighty Blow, and they are getting up there. They're getting up there. He's looking to get piling on them as well. Claw plus Mighty Blow in itself is terrifying enough. Claw means you get, you treat everyone like their armor is 7. So that's ridiculous. Then he has Mighty Blow, which means he gets a +1 on his armor or his injury roll, whichever one he needs it on. That combination is absolutely terrifying. And of course they're beastmen, so they have horns. So if he's blitzing, he's getting a +1 there too. This is super scary team. He's got Bro Roman with Mighty Blow. He's got the kicker who picked up the block skill as well. He's got a few Chaos Warriors with block, a couple with tackle, and of course, the Minotaur Echo the Second. Is it Echo the Second or Echo 2? It's pretty solid lineup. He's going to have a journeyman. Not going to bother him one bit, I think. He doesn't want to give up the TV, of course, but he has to. How are the two teams going to play? Well, I think Merrick is he's about at that point where he's going to play as a kill team. He did it in week 1. He's going to try to do it here in week 2. He is up against Dwarves. Dwarves are very resilient, probably the most resilient team in this competition, if not all of Blood Bowl. It's going to be hard to take him off the pitch. He's going to try, though. He's absolutely going to try. He's probably going to focus down on that remaining Bull Centaur. If he can take out the second Bull Centaur, man, Nihai's going to be in a bit of trouble, I think, tonight. Two very good coaches. I think Merrick... I think Merrick's just going to go for the kills. He's going to be looking for those kills. He's going to be hunting for the player that he wants to take out. If a high-dollar player is presented to him, he's going to take it. He's going to try to murder players. On offense, all he can really do is cage up and plod down the pitch. On defense, he doesn't really have to do much either. These are two fairly slow teams, and I think, Tracksuit Mafia is not all that slow, but I'm thinking in terms of... in terms of elves. but Tracksuit Mafia has a speed advantage over Knee-High to Nuffle, so he really doesn't need to screen them out or put too many people deep in the secondary. He can go hunting for people on defense. I think Tracksuit Mafia is going to be at his strongest, at his most free on defense. He's going to have lots of options, and he's going to determine the tempo and the momentum of the drive when he's on defense. He can go after whoever he wants, and Knee-High to Nuffle is going to have to react rather than act. Knee-High to Nuffle, on the other hand, needs to leverage the advantage that he has with the one remaining Bull Centaur. The Bull Centaur has an MA of 6, but he also has Sure Feet and Sprint. He gets 3 GFIs instead of 2, and he gets a free reroll there. He does have the block skill on Boulder Dash as well. Boulder Dash is a great ball carrier. He only has an AG of 2, but once you get the ball in his hands, he's got a strength of 4. Who's going to knock him down? He also has that Hobgoblin. He has Robin Roundcap. He has Dobby, who has Fend. That's not a bad skill to pick up, especially on a weak player like that. Dobby can go in, knock a player down, and not have to worry about breaking his own armor. And he's got the Minotaur. He now has the big guy, right? So if Clypheus can leverage that Minotaur, remember it has Frenzy. If Clypheus can leverage that Minotaur to get some surfs or to push players out of position, right? He can use that Frenzy to push a player 2 spaces instead of just 1. Then he can play his style, right? Clypheus is very much a field control player, a pitch control player. He likes to gain pitch control and start pushing his opponent out of position. He can still do that with his team. It's just a whole lot slower and a whole lot more difficult. I think he's going to have to leverage Robin Roundcap here as a ball carrier, or at least as a kickoff return player. He could threaten a passing game, maybe, but he's got to come up with something because he's only got the one Bull Centaur. I think those Bull Centaurs are key to a Chaos Dwarf team, and being down 1 really, really hurts, especially when you're up against a kill team. So we'll see what he wants to do here, but honestly, I think he's going to have to play a straight-up bashy game, leverage the Hobgoblin when he can, and then just try to open up a lane and stay safe as he runs down it to score. He's going to have to go for the 2-1 grind, otherwise I don't think he wins this game. Oh, boy. He does have 180K in inducement money. That's plenty to get a wizard. A wizard can make or break games. Wizards are very, very good in this game. And if he decides to pick one up, if Tracksuit Mafia is caged up and they're about to score, he can just chuck a fireball at the cage. If they're not caged up, you have a lightning bolt. That's a 2+. You can knock down the ball carrier. You can even do it on defense if you want. There's lots of options that you are afforded with a wizard. They're really strong. Hank the Ranger says, I'm not even in this division, but I still want all the players on both teams to die. Amen. All right, so it looks like the inducement phase is underway. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm going to be a little sad if a wizard doesn't come onto the pitch, but we'll see. With 180K, Who can he get in star players? Not too many, I think. By not too many, like it's either one or none. Tracksuit Mafia currently with 3 points in the standings, looking to take Chainsaw. Yeah, the loony, the Nabla. You can pick up Nabla. Oh man, but he can't keep Nabla on the pitch though. He's not going to be able to pick up the bribe. Leave it to Rouse, says Chainsaw all the way. Wow, still haven't had the game underway. Tracksuit Mafia currently in second place with 3 points. A win tonight will give him 6 points and put him right back into first place in Division B. Knee-High and Nuffle, if they win tonight, they'll tie for first place at least. So both teams can still leap back up into first place. It's so early that win or lose, everybody's still very much in this competition. I am surprised that the inducement phase is not over yet. I am very surprised that the inducement phase is not over yet. There we go. What could you possibly be buying with 180K? I guess we're about to find out. And it looks like Tracksuit Mafia is going to be on defense to start this second game in the triple header today. Oh boy, it is Nabla. Boo. He picked up Nabla. Knee-High to Nuffle picked up Nabla, the star player. He's only going to be out for a single drive. We'll see if this will be the drive. Got the fame advantage as well. 3 TRRs a pop for each team. So Nabla is a secret weapon. It's a chainsaw player. Chainsaw means that when Nabla goes for a block, he doesn't have to roll block dice. He just, first of all, he rolls a d6. If he rolls anything but a 1, he just gets to go straight to armor. He gets a +3 on the armor roll. It's terrifying. But of course that works in reverse. If an opponent tries to block him down, they still have to roll their block dice, but if they knock him down, then, you know, you don't want to get knocked down with a chainsaw in your hands. then the +3 goes to the opponent. If Nabla fails that d6, that initial d6 when he takes a block, then the chainsaw kicks back on him, and and it's as if he got knocked down. So a very scary player, and that is a absolute 100% kill player. We'll see if Tracksuit Mafia is going to focus on Nabla and try to take him off the pitch early. We'll see if Nabla is on the pitch at all in this first drive. He doesn't have a bribe to keep Nabla out for more than a single drive as a secret weapon. Of course, they only get to stay out on the pitch for a drive. That's about as long as it takes for the refs to realize that there's an illegal weapon on the pitch, and then they'll call the player off. Not so trusty Patches says, ground beef time. Thank you for the bits. 3-man defensive line for Tracksuit Mafia. They have that giant Minotaur Echo the Second on the line, along with 2 Chaos Warriors. So it's a strength of 5 on the big guy, strength of 4 with the Chaos Warriors. Knee-High to Nuffle going with a 7-man offensive line here. They're going to block down this line. They're going to look to a blitz somewhere on the linebackers here. One back to receive. That's going to be Robin Roundcap, the Hobgoblin with sure hands. The number 12 Minotaur over in the right wide zone. This might betray where he's going to take this blitz. He's going to keep Nabla out. So Nabla probably going to be the blitzer, but the Minotaur, that means it's difficult for the Minotaur. So the Minotaur is a wild animal. That means that if the Minotaur is not blocking or blitzing, he has to roll a d6 on a 50-50, loses his turn. If he's blocking or blitzing, then he only loses his turn on a 1. But with Nabla, you probably wouldn't be taking the blitzes with Nabla. So that might inadvertently take out the Minotaur here. Although he does have a Hobgoblin in reserve, he could very well swap him out. He's decided not to. Here comes the kick. Decent kick by Tracksuit Mafia. They do have a kicker. I'm surprised that Knee-High went with just one back to receive. Get the ref. Oh no! Each team gets a bribe, and that is going to work very much in Knee-High to Nuffle's favor. Wow, turn one, and now Knee-High to Nuffle is going to have another drive, more than likely, with Nabla on the pitch. Two-Die Block gets the push to start this game. Oh my goodness. Ref get indeed. Thank you for the bits, Doug the Minotaur. Doug the Minotaur says cheeky indeed. Man, man. Oh, that's so scary. Knee-High to Nuffle is Knee-High to Nuffle indeed. They have been praying, and Nuffle was kind to them. Two-Die Block, they get the push on the right defensive tackle here. They're going to get a knockdown on the left defensive tackle. And they get a stun on Bro Red October. Man, I want to watch that movie again. Yeah, here comes that blitz with Nabla. Got a stun, well done. No more blocks to take. The blitz has been spent. Now Knee-High to Nuffle needs to decide where they want their players to be into position first. They'll probably move everybody except, well, it depends where he wants the Minotaur to go here. Yeah, he could try to move the Minotaur. Worked out here. It was a 50-50 on the roll. That worked out. We'll see how many players he moves towards this right wide zone. He's going to have to give a little protection to the ball carrier. Good pickup by Robin Roundcap, the number 10 Hobgoblin. He doesn't want to just evacuate the left side of the pitch here. He needs a plan to get this ball forward. And that will be the plan. I think that's fair enough. He keeps everybody on the line here. Very strong offensive line. And now turn one for Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia has to suffer through 2 stuns on this turn. We'll see how aggressive they want to get. They want to try to find a way to get after Nabla, but of course, Knee-High to Nuffle is going to try to say no. There's no way you're getting at Nabla. So the other option they have is to just try to chuck someone. They have a journeyman over here. Give the journeyman his fodder. The journeyman can be exerting tackle zones, and force Nabla to go after the journeyman until and hope that Nabla gets put into a position where you can take the blitz or take the block. And if not, then you can start to move some players tactically away from Nabla, and maybe to go after the ball or to do something else. Maybe take a strategic blitz. "44 seconds go with Tracksuit Mafia now. Hasn't done anything of consequence. Is he really this paralyzed? Is he thinking? He is. All right. "20 seconds to go. Gets a mark on the Minotaur. He's going to take the blitz here. 1-die blitz. Gets a push. He's thinking about the reroll. Oh, man. He does have Claw and Mighty Blow. Gets pushed, doesn't follow up. That's a good call. But has to be careful of that player. That's a high dollar player. That player doesn't get murdered here. That'll be it. Shuffles a player over from the left side of the pitch to center pitch, and now turn 2 to knee-high to Nuffle. Tracksuit Mafia not overextending. They were looking for that key blitz rather that they wanted to take. Didn't quite work out. It looked like he thought about taking the re-roll, but I think it was a good decision not to. But we'll see if knee-high can go after. If they can go after the Beastman, they absolutely will. And I think it depends on this here. They might. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. They might move the Minotaur up to get the assist, to get the block here on Bro Stas, and then go after Bro Nikolai here. It's just such a target. No, Blitz is coming up on the Chaos Warrior. 2-die Blitz gets a push. Will not follow up. Just going to make it a 1-die block over here. Fair enough. And he will follow up, or rather he will not follow up over here. Ball carrier is going to move forward. That means knee-high is going to have to protect this area right here. Doug the Minotaur says, surf that beast, man. I can't imagine Tracksuit Mafia is going to allow that to happen. Knee-high to Nuffle. Resetting their offensive line here. They've got to fill in this gap right here, and they're doing just that. Well done to knee-high to Nuffle now. It's going to be turn 2 going back to Tracksuit Mafia. Well, he might move the he might move the Minotaur. Well, 50-50 on that move. That's the problem with having Nabla out with the Minotaur, because you want to take the blitzes with Nabla. Of course, the blitz has already been spent. Oh, Nabla going to foul. He does have the bribe. Gets called off as the bribe. Yeah, the bribe has to be spent. So Nabla takes the foul, doesn't get anything out of it, and had to spend the bribe to stay on the pitch. So Nabla back to staying on the pitch for a single drive. Wow, that was a risky foul. I wouldn't have done that. I would have left Nabla on the pitch longer. I want to get as many chainsaw rolls as possible. But, you know, he did have 1, 2, 3 assists on that foul. Just needed a 3 and rolled a 2. Maybe he didn't pray to Nuffle hard enough. Not so trusty Patches says, I totally would have taken that foul. Hank the Ranger says, snake eyes on the armor roll. Yeah, he just needed a 3 and got a 2. Tracksuit Mafia with the blitz now. 2-die blitz on Nabla. It's going to be a dodge push. That is a totally fair blitz to take. That Beastman's in danger at this point, but I think Tracksuit Mafia is okay with that. Tracksuit Mafia is shifting the defensive line over to the right to compensate for knee-high to Nuffle's movement now. Failed the wild animal roll with the Minotaur. Wild animal rolls a 50-50 unless you're blocking or blitzing. No blocks left to take, and that'll be it. Turn 3 now for knee-high to Nuffle. Oh my goodness. Tried to take the 2-die block against the Chaos Warrior. Failed the Dauntless roll. Dauntless would have given him the strength he needed. Didn't get it. Still got the power on the block though. Didn't break armor. What was that Dauntless? What did he need? He needed a 2. Here's the blitz with Navla. Gets a stun. Good stun. Man, so many ones. Two-die block, this time a push. Remember, Tracksuit Mafia still has a bribe, so they can be fouling. They don't have anybody. They don't have a secret weapon that they need to keep on the pitch. There's no use for that bribe other than the foul. Another failed wild animal roll. These Minotaurs, or especially Knee-High's Minotaur, is only going to be moving about half the time in this drive. Two-die block gets a push. Back at the line of scrimmage at center pitch. So long as Nabla is doing the blitzing, which he absolutely wants to do, that Minotaur is stuck with the 50-50 roll. Another two-die block. Got the guard for the assist here. Good knockdown on number 3 Chaos Warrior. And Doug the Minotaur says, ABF, always be fouling. Takes the 1-die block here, the skilled block. I don't mind this at all, and this works out. Gets the KO. Well done. One-man player advantage to Knee-High to Nuffle now. That's a mighty blow Beastman that he took off the pitch. Well done. Another 1-die block. This is going to be a skull. Oh, double skulls. Spent the... See, he moves that ball forward into that pocket and then rolls a skull, spends the reroll, gets a skull again. And that'll be the end of the turn. Tracksuit Mafia needs to be a little careful here that he doesn't get too sucked into this offense here. He wants to be placing his key players here, right? This guy right here, the number 6 Beastman. Where's the other one? This guy here, the number 7 Beastman. He wants to be taking these blitzes. And so he wants to pick out who he wants to blitz. I mean, Nabla's right here. Nabla's right here. He's going to take the blitz with the Minotaur instead. 2-die block. He's going to have to either take the push or reroll. He's going to push. Frenzy follow-up here. Wow, another push. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. He went after the Bull Centaur. The Bull Centaur is a key player to go after, and that's fine. But now the Minotaur is in danger of being taken out of this drive. We'll see. It looks like he's going to go aggressive after this ball carrier. Two-die block over on the right sideline in the right wide zone here. It's going to get a push. Good stun on John Romita Jr. It's the number 8 Hobgoblin. Two-die block back at center pitch will be a push result. Is he going to follow up? He will. All right, interesting. That probably means he's going to move forward with these guys. Yes, indeed. Hank the Ranger lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to a measly, a paltry, a tiny 99%. Two-die block back at the line of scrimmage. Good knockdown by the Chaos Warrior, but he's got to get through all that Dwarven armor. And just could not. These dwarves have an AV of 9. That is very high. Has a couple of beastmen. He's the important beastman, the key beastman. He's going to bring one over here. Oh, he's going to foul. Oh, no. Gets his, yeah, got called off. Got risky foul. Went for the foul here, had 1 assist. And he got sent off. Was the bribe spent? Oh, no, the bribe was spent too. Oh, so he went for the foul. Not so risky. Not so risky. I forgot he had the bribe. So I think that was a fine call. But then the ref said, no, I am an honest ref. You cannot bribe me. And he got called off the pitch. That's one of his 2 most important players. That is really unfortunate. Now he's down to just 1 player with Claw and Mighty Blow. Bribe only fails on a 1. Keep that in mind. So now neither team has a bribe left. Wow. So it's a 1-man, 2-man player advantage, right? 2-man player advantage now for Knee-High and Nuffle. Berserking Tempest says, ref is biased. Must be an elf. 2-die Blitz with the Minotaur. This works out. Yeah, that poor Minotaur was put in harm's way. Echo the second. And he's stunned. Oh, poor guy. So the Blitz was spent with the Minotaur. That means Nabla not going to be taking a block this turn. Oh boy, had to spend another reroll there on the 1-die block. Got a skull in the first roll. Gets a knockdown on the second. But now doesn't have a reroll left for this 4th and final turn of the first quarter. Got the 2-die block with Dauntless. Good knockdown against Bro Casimirs. Taking all these blocks, leaving Nabla on the sideline, though. Well, I would have thought he'd pulled Nabla back. Oh, he might be thinking about fouling with Nabla. No, he's going to pull him back. Yeah, I think that's a good call. That might be it for Knee-High here. We'll see. Is he thinking about a foul? Is he thinking about a foul? Oh, do it. Oh. Turn 4 for Tracksuit Mafia now. He would have had 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He would have had 3 assists on the foul. Opts to protect Nabla and the ball, I guess. I mean, I guess if that's the way you want to play the game. Tracksuit Mafia trying to keep this defense together. The Minotaur is all but lost. I think he just needs to let him go. He tried to get the blitz off on the bull centaur. It didn't work out. I think you just need to let him go. Let him go to Minotaur heaven. And keep your defense in check. Taking some marks on the front of the cage. Here comes the blitz. 2-die blitz. This is going to be not good enough. He's got to spend the reroll, only gets a push. Tracksuit Mafia spends their first team reroll. They're down to 2. They've got a 2-die block to take over back at center pitch. They're going to do just that, but roll double skulls. Oh, no. That's it. Second quarter begins here. Turn 5 for Knee-High to Nuffle. Finding themselves with not a whole lot of places to go. They're going to try to muscle down pitch here. They might try shifting back to the left if they can get players free, but Tracksuit Mafia is not going to let that happen. Good block with the Bull Minotaur. Two-die block against Bro Nikolai. Level 3 Beastman with Claw and Mighty Blow. The last one remaining on the pitch, in fact. Not so trusty Patches demands that you foul that Minotaur. He didn't do it last turn. We'll see if he does it this turn. Knee-High looking for somewhere to go with this ball. He can advance one more space, but he's got to keep this protection in check, this pocket in check. Failed 2-die block over here back at center pitch. Freed up this Chaos Dwarf blocker who's going to lend it an assist no matter what. This will be a both standing result or a push. I imagine he's going to take the push here. He does indeed. Decides to follow up. He's going to get another block. Well, he can get a 1-die out of this. He's going to make it a 2. 2-die block now. Again, this time with Mighty Blow against number 3 Chaos Dwarf. Chaos Warrior. Another push. This time he will not follow up. Dwarves like to stay together. They want to get those assists when they can, especially when they start picking up guard. Blitz, not with Nobla. Gets the POW here against the number 8 Beastman. He has Claw, level 2. He's got 2 assists right now for the foul. He's got 2 assists. Does he want to test the waters? It looks like he does. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, he failed the chainsaw roll. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, poor Nobla. Oh, poor Nobla. Got 3 assists on the foul, but Nobla decided to just throw the chainsaw into the air and hit himself in the face. Nobla's going to be taken off the pitch. 1-man player advantage now for Knee-High to Nuffle. And that is it for Nobla. Nobla is done for the rest of the game. Thank you for the bits. Nobla, what a loser. What a loser Nobla is. Sure, he's a star player, maybe, I guess. Star to whom? Not this guy. 2-die block here is going to be a push result. 2-die blitz, rather. He gets the frenzy follow-up here. Another push. He has to follow up due to the frenzy skill. Tracksuit Mafia, considering what he wants to do here, he spent the blitz already. Berserking Tempest says he didn't take the mandatory chainsaw safety course. He didn't. He didn't. Clearly he didn't. 2-die block. He's going to get a push here. He's okay with these pushes. Just so long as he can stop knee-high's movement, he's fine with this. The problem with picking off Gesundheit here is that he has the guard skill, so he doesn't mind being behind this wall of Chaos Warriors. "30 seconds to play for Tracksuit Mafia." Getting super duper aggressive over here. I'm surprised they haven't stood up Bro Dimitri. That'll be it. Turn 6 now for Knee High to Nuffle. Oh boy, this is a chess match of a half. Two-die block against Echo the Second. This will be a push. Hank the Ranger says, "I'll be happy if at least one of the two Minotaurs dies." I'll be happy if anyone dies. He had enough. It looks like they're resetting a little bit here. It's about the point and a half here where everybody's co-mingling here. They're all tied up in this scrum. And so you're trying to figure out a way to get maximum dice while getting the field control that you want. It's going to take the 1-die block over on the left side of this scrum. He gets a push. Two-die block with Dauntless. Double skulls! Will have to spend his final reroll. Gets the POW against Echo the Second, the Minotaur. Are we going to see another foul? Currently has 2 assists on Echo. If he wants to take the foul with, Oblivious, probably doesn't want to though. I mean, he might. Oh no, he went for the blitz with the Minotaur, but still failed the wild animal roll. When you blitz or block, wild animal fails on a 2+ instead of a 4+. So the Minotaur will just hang tight. Ten seconds to play for Knee High to Nuffle. Blitz has been spent. Can't really dodge away with these elves, so he doesn't want to risk that. He's going to move a player over to... Yeah, he needs to secure this ball. He's going to try his best here. Takes an uphill block. Not going to work. Tracksuit Mafia. Very good defense so far this half. They're going to have an opportunity to go after this ball. See if he starts the drive with it. Probably not. Or starts the turn with it. I don't think so. Knee high with no rerolls left. Tracksuit Mafia with 2. Not so trusty Patches says Tracksuit's playing some great defense. He is indeed. He's traditionally, in my opinion, gotten a little overextended on defense. I think he's corrected. I think he's realized this, and he's just trying to exert pitch control, right? Like, he saw knee high committed over the right wide zone. He said, fine. On turn 1, he said, all right, I'll take a block or 2. Everybody else is going to hang tight. Once knee high commits, I'm going to cut off his movement. I'm going to cut off his access to the pitch. And he has, by and large, kept that in check. The Minotaur got into problems and hasn't been able to get out of it since. But otherwise, he's been this formation on defense has been great. Stands up Echo the second. Takes the 2-die block on the Bull Centaur. Good knockdown here. Still has a blitz on the table. 45 seconds to go in turn 6. Shifts the number 8 Beastman. Bro Armin back to the left side of the pitch here, playing the safety position, covering his bases. Needs to be just a little careful here of center pitch. And now here's that blitz on the ball carrier. 2-die blitz. It's only going to be a push. Is he going to spend the TRR? I might, yeah. Well done. Oh, not well done. This is not going to work. Oh no, and Bro Vincent is KO'd. Poor Bro Vincent. Scoring position. Of course he would have taken that blitz. Of course he would have taken that blitz. Spent the reroll, though. Didn't get the push. He got knocked down due to the block skill and KO'd for his trouble. We'll see if he comes back onto the pitch in the second drive. Hank the Ranger said, it would be a true shame if that other Bull Centaur got injured. I mean, I think Tracksuit Mafia is cognizant of that, and he really wants to go after it. Just not willy-nilly. Stand-up blitz with the Bull Centaur, with the Minotaur. Injures Echo the second. He's got a broken jaw. He's going to miss the next game. I'm pretty sure that's Tracksuit Mafia's 3rd injured Minotaur. The Oppo gets spent. We'll see what happens. It's a broken jaw. 3-man player advantage for Neon and Nuffle. Not a 3-man player advantage. 2-man? 4 minus 1 is 3. 3-man player advantage for Neon and Nuffle. Oh, that's a significant blow to Tracksuit Mafia. But I still think they're in pretty good shape. If they can just stop the score here, they'll be pretty good. Pretty good to go in this game. Two-die block gets the POW here against the Journeyman. Sending players down pitch. Yeah, this is what we were talking about a few actions ago. Tracksuit Mafia need to be careful about giving up this corridor here at center pitch. And that's where knee-high needs to be, right? 6, 6, 6, yep. That's where they need to be. Turn 7 for Tracksuit Mafia. Can they get there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. No. Not without a dodge, they can't. Tracksuit can't get there without a dodge. They're going to have to take somebody out in order to get the blitzer into position on the ball carrier. Ideally, he wants to take the blitz from this side, because if it results in a push, that's one less GFI that the Hobgoblin's going to have to roll. Not even going to blitz the ball carrier, huh? All right. All right, so it looks like he didn't really find a way to make it work. He's not going to be able to stop this Hobgoblin without a dodge or something. He could blitz here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could dodge blitz here. He still has the reroll. 2-die block, gets the POW. Even better. No longer a dodge blitz. And you can take it from the right side here, or from the correct side. It's going to be a good knockdown. Well done. That'll be it. Knee-high's not going to be able to score now. Robin Roundcap is stunned. No need to go after that ball. Just needs to take these blocks, really. Does he have movement left? He'll probably want to move this Beastman somewhere. Yeah, good call. He's got a 2-die block to take across the line of scrimmage still. Gets the POW. He's looking for a 10 plus. Didn't get it, and that might be it. Oh, he'll take the 1-die, fair enough. Gets a push. I don't think you want to risk it. I don't think you want to re-roll that. You got lucky enough that you're still standing. And that'll do it for Tracksuit Mafia. Final turn of the first half for Knee-High to Nuffle. They're not going to be able to score. So they've just got to take some blocks. Oh, wait. 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, can't quite make it. Two-die block here. Looks like Knee-High's going to try to surf this Beastman. He's going to get the knockdown instead. Three-man player advantage at this point. How many are KOs? Just one. Two. Two are KOs. Odds are one will come back. I don't know. I might foul. Might be a good time to foul. It's going to get the assist here for the block on potentially 2 players. Yeah, here's a push on bro Kazimierz, the number 2 Chaos Warrior. And that might do it. Got the Hobgoblin to move still. No, he's going to get the assist here. All right. 2-die block. Good knockdown. Good knockdown on the kicker. Two-die blitz with the Bull Centaur. Good blitz. Good blitz. He's not marked, right? You might as well. You might as well. Why not? Why not? Why not? Just stop the SBP. Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't actually want to throw his bull centaur out in the harm's way. Final turn of the first half. Tracksuit Mafia. What blocks are they gonna take? Currently, hard to take these blocks here. He can actually get this one. He's got a 2-die block here. What blitz does he want to take is the question. He's going to take it on the guardsman, the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker with guard. Gets the knockdown. Doesn't get anything out of it. Two-die block on the number 3 Chaos Dwarf blocker. This is the one with Mighty Blow. Gets a good knockdown. He's really looking for that 10 plus here. Knockdowns don't matter. Doesn't get it here either. And now he's going to get this final 2-die block. This will knock down as well. And again, nothing appreciable out of it. And that'll do it. 0-0 at the half. So Tracksuit Mafia did an exemplary job here on defense and held Knee-High to Nuffle just about at center pitch. Knee-High to Nuffle really couldn't get any forward momentum going. They lost Nobla fairly early here, even though they got the bribe on the kickoff event table. Oh, Tracksuit Mafia is going to get nobody back from the knockouts. So they're going to be down 4 players. Wow. 4 players. 3-man player advantage for Knee-High to Nuffle. They're going to be on defense. Tracksuit Mafia is going to have an opportunity to try to score here, but they're down a bunch. Four-man player advantage. 4-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia. I'm sorry, 4-man player advantage for Knee-High to Nuffle. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Not so trusty Patches says, rocker blitz. Sweltering heat. Tracksuit Mafia, only with one of their Claw Mighty Blow players left on the pitch. It's going to be tough to leverage that player. And now the kicker is going to have to put some work in. He can't really afford to keep the kicker behind the drive and safe. He's got to put him into play. Knee-High to Nuffle does not have a kicker, so Tracksuit Mafia could receive with 1 if he wishes. Tracksuit Mafia in a little bit of a pickle here. So they did great on defense, but now they just don't have a whole lot of players on offense. So Knee-High to Nuffle is going to have an opportunity to just stop Tracksuit Mafia cold in their tracks. I don't know. Maybe if I was Tracksuit Mafia, I might play. I might try to control the rerolls. I might try to make Knee-High to Nuffle just burn through some rerolls. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what advantage you can get unless you really leverage number 6 here with the Claw and Mighty Blow. But I can't imagine Knee-High to Nuffle is going to let you do that. 5-man defensive line for Knee-High to Nuffle. They have that mighty Minotaur in the center position, center defensive tackle. 3-man offensive line. You need to put a minimum of 3 players on the line. All 3 Chaos Warriors on the line. Tracksuit Mafia is just down so many important players. That defense took a toll, but here's the kick. Quick snap, Tracksuit Mafia gets to move into one adjacent square. That is fine. Shuffle the 2 kickoff return players. 1 space to the right. That might be all he does. I imagine he'll shuffle these beastmen as well. Yeah, there's 1. And there's 2. That might be it. Well, yeah, that's all he'll do. Middling kick by Knee-High to Nuffle. Turn 9 for Tracksuit Mafia to get the second half underway. He's got a 2-die block to take at the line. Gets a push. Has another 2-die block to take here. Gets another push. It's going to leave number 2 with nothing to do. Oh boy, it's going to be tough for Tracksuit Mafia. If they can pull it off, it'll be a well-deserved win. Tracksuit really needs to be careful on the ball pickup as well. If they're going to pick it up on this turn, they really want to keep that TRR handy. They want to have that reroll handy because they really don't want to risk this ball scattering out of bounds and then being tossed right back into Knee-High to Nuffle. He's going to move one of the 2 kickoff return players over towards the ball. Moves the journeyman back toward the ball as well. He's giving up the left side of the pitch, but really, what can you do? What can you do when you only have 7 players remaining? Is he going for the pickup? He is. Failed pickup. He's got to spend the reroll. He has to spend the reroll. He does. Good pickup. Oh, scary pickup. Had to burn through a reroll there. 2 rerolls for Tracksuit Mafia remaining. Oh, would Knee-High dare? Would Knee-High dare? Tried to dodge out the Chaos Warrior. I don't know. I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't know what's better. I don't know whether dodging him out or keeping him marked. Probably dodging him out because now if the Minotaur wants to do something, he's going to have to be the one blitzing. Second quarter begins for Knee-High to Nuffle now. They're going to shuffle the number 5 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Remember, these dwarves are very, very slow with an MA of 4 and a miserable AG of 2. So if they get knocked down or if they get marked, they're going nowhere. Going to set up a bunch of assists here. He's going to try to pick off what few players remain for Tracksuit Mafia. Absolutely. Shifts the line to the right. 5 players on the line for Knee-High to Nuffle now. Did you see this guy? Did you see this guy? He just took his fingers to his throat. Who do you think you are, John Romita Jr.? How dare you? him. Look at him. Bull Centaur moves down pitch. Knee-high to Nuffle, not getting super aggressive here, but they're trying to pick this team off. Will he dare? He's been saving this blitz. Is he going to dare to do it? He's not. I think that's fair. Saves the blitz for the Minotaur. 3-die blitz. Gets the POW on Bro Red October. Well done. Turn 10 now for Tracksuit Mafia. Boy, man, how do you protect this ball and move it down pitch? Like, he can protect the ball, but then he has no players left to open up holes. He might need to think about a passing game at this point. Like, I don't know what else you do. They're carefully considering his options here. He has 7 players on the pitch. 3 of them are marked. That gives him 4 free players, one of which is a journeyman. So that's 3 normal players. I think the Ranger says, play for the tie at this point, run around a bit, and eventually punt it. Berserking Tempest says the left side of the pitch has a nice hole. I mean, a punt's not a terrible idea. It's really not. $35 seconds left for Tracksuit Mafia. Journeyman's moving in for the assist. Looks like he's going to take the blitz on the Bull Centaur. If this works out, it could be a game changer. All right, so he's not punting it. Okay. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Probably going to take the blitz with Bro Nikolai, the number 6 Beastman here. Yes, indeed. Here it is, 2-die blitz on the Bull Centaur. He's only going to get a push result out of it. Oh, is he thinking about the reroll? Oh, he does reroll it. Oh, I wouldn't have rerolled that. It would have been great if he could take him off the pitch. But man, now you're down to 1 reroll for the rest of the game. Ball carrier still in danger of a blitz. Currently a 1-die blitz. He could fairly easily make it a 2. It's just going to mark the ball carrier. Yeah, you can see knee-high to Nuffle taking these marks. There's so few players left on this offense. Just mark everyone at this point, whether you take the block or not. Very, very good stun by the Bull Centaur there. Yes, indeed. And so now he's got a mark on either side of this ball carrier. That means it's at least 2 dodges to get out, unless he does some sort of weirdo blitz. Yeah, it's a tough position for Tracksuit Mafia to be in. Two-die Dauntless block. This will be a both standing result or a push. He chooses the push. He's going to get a chain push out of it. Good chain push. Berserking Tempest is not ideal with 2 dodges on a 5+. He needs not... Dodging is not really in the equation. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna have to blitz somebody and then dodge to a punt or something. Like, I don't know what else he does at this point. .29 seconds left in turn 10. 2-die block gets the Powell against Bro Dimitri, the number 5 Chaos Warrior. Behind Nuffle, shifting his remaining dwarf over to the left to play some semblance of D. Good knockdown by the Minotaur. That'll be it. Turn 11 for Tracksuit Mafia. Oh, what do you do here except pray to Nuffle? And you're against a team named Knee-High to Nuffle. Who's the better Nuffle prayer? Is it you or is it them? I think it's them. Let's see. He can go for... He's got 5, so he needs 3, 4, 5. He can get a 1-die blitz against Boulder Dash. And then just... He can get a 1-die blitz. Hope it works out. 1-die blitz, hope it works out, and then just punt the ball. I don't know what else to do. Berserking Tempest says block the Centaur, mark the Minotaur. He just tried the straight 50-50 dodge. He's going to go for the 75% on the dodge here. That didn't work out. And the ball's going to scatter. And now Knee-High to Nuffle is going to have a pretty good shot to pick this ball up and perhaps even score. Two-die block's going to be a both standing result. This is behind the ball. Another 2-die block. This will be a push result against the number 12 Chaos Warrior. Yeah, that pass would be a super YOLO pass, right? Like, man, that would be so minus. Berserking Tempest says Chaos is the world's best dodging team, so I'd go with that. Chaos, it's a little known fact, chaos, the word chaos in the old world, a synonym for dodging. That would have been a fine dodge if that was the one dodge he needed to make there, but he needed to make 2. He was in a rough position either way. Like, I am talking like he had obvious options. He did not. Gonna go for the ball pickup on the Bull Centaur. And it worked out after the reroll. Well done. Well done. It is going to be 9 possible to get the ball out of that Bull Centaur's hand at this point. If it's going to happen, it needs to happen now. We'll see if Knee-High to Nuffle is going to risk this GF5 for the score. I don't think he needs to. Yeah, he's going to stay just shy of the end zone. Really nothing nothing Tracksuit Mafia can do at this point to stop the score. Short of a prayer. 2-die block with the Minotaur is not going to work out. I think Tracksuit Mafia's only option to stop this score is 2 dodges, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2 dodges to the uphill blitz, I think, is the only way that he stops this score. The mark's not going to be good enough. The Bull Centaur, a mark would often be good enough because the Bull Centaur only has an AG of 2, but he just blitz back for 1, and for 2, the Hobgoblins are also a threat. Hank the Ranger says, bring back players to prevent the stall at least. Yeah, he definitely needs to. He needs to force Knee-High and Nuffle to score ASAP if he has any shot at tying this game. Took the 2-die block back here in the scrum, both standing result. Not so trusty Patches says, Chaos Dwarf comes from the old Aramaean word for fumbling a ball. It's true. Taking the blocks, man. He doesn't have any rerolls left. Gets an injury on the Hobgoblin. That's good, I suppose. 3-man player advantage for Knee-High to Nuffle. He's got this Journeyman to move. Surprised he hasn't moved the Journeyman. He's going for the blitz. 2 dodges to the blitz. Failed the dodge. Knee-High to Nuffle now. Has a reroll. Gonna set up some blocks here. 2-die Dauntless block gets a POW on the number 5 Chaos Warrior. A level 3 Chaos Warrior has the block skill and the tackle skill. Two-die block coming up against the number 2 Chaos Warrior, another level 3 Chaos Warrior. Two-die blitz against the Journeyman will be a push result. Two-die block against that number 2 Chaos Warrior. This is a POW. Looking for that 10 plus. Didn't get it. Just shy on the armor roll. There are too many Minotaurs still standing. Thank you for the bits. Knee-High. Oh man, I was like, are they still stalling? I mean, he could. It's in his favor, but I would have just scored. And so he did. 1-0. Knee-High to Nuffle takes the lead in this game. Well done. We'll see if Tracksuit Mafia gets anybody back on the pitch here this time. They get back 1. It's not really the one they wanted. They got back a Chaos Warrior, but not their special Beastman, not their Beastman with Claw and Mighty Blow. So Tracksuit Mafia is going to be on offense again, this time with an extra player It'll bring them up to 8. It'll be 11v8, 10v8. Two-man player advantage on the pitch now. Tracksuit Mafia with no rerolls remaining. Knee high with plenty. They have 2. One quarter of play left in this game. After this game, we have the final game of our triple header today. That's going to be a Nurgle versus... Who are they playing? Who are those guys playing? Nurgle versus Underworld. That'll be an Artificial Bunny versus Nick Satan matchup. That's a Division A matchup. That'll be right after this game. The Nurgle team, Nurgle versus Underwear. Fresh Nurgle team versus a leveled up Underworld team. That'll be a fun one to watch. 3-man line for Knee High to Nuffle. They're spreading their defense out just a little bit. 3-man line for Tracksuit Mafia as well. They don't want to get overcommitted on the line. They have 4 players on the line now. All 4 Chaos Warriors on the line. Leave it to Rouse. Praise to Nuffle. Berserking Tempest is rooting for the Underworld team already. Tracksuit Mafia. They can get away with leaving one player back. They don't need to have 2. Knee High to Nuffle doesn't have a kicker, so it's not going to be a particularly accurate kick. And if they get a little squirrely with it, then it increases the chance of it being a touchback. Yeah. Turn 13. Fourth quarter begins here for Tracksuit Mafia. They've got blocks to take on the line. And then they got to figure out a way to get past this Chaos Dwarf defense. Hank the Ranger says, boo to that kickoff result. Where's the sweltering heat? I demand sweltering heat. Oh, Tracksuit Mafia pulling back onto the ball. He doesn't have enough players to really afford going with a tight cage here. He's going to need to exert more field control than that. But this is fine. Just having one back is fine. I don't like it being this player, because that's the player you want to be killing people with. Not so trusty Patches says, more rocks! Berserking Tempest, where's the rocks and riots? Where are the rocks and riots? 2-9 block of the line. It's going to be a knockdown here. The line has been blocked down as well as it can be at this point, unless a blitz is spent on the line. I don't think that's his best blitz. Good ball pickup. So having just one player back here is fine, all things being equal. That way, if the ball pickup fails, you have somebody covering the ball. But it being Bro Nikolai, I really think he needs to be taking blitzes with this player more. Hank the Ranger says this game needs more injuries. I'm trying, man. Claws and mighty blow. I'm trying to will it to happen. Looks like he's going to cage up at center pitch. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. This be fine with 11 players, but with so few players, you're in real danger of just getting stalled out and encircled. We'll see. We'll see if he can get around Knee High. Not so trusty patches, thank you for the bits. 2-die block. Gets the POW on the number 5 Chaos Warrior on the right side of the cage. Doug the Minotaur says, Chaos used all of their energy picking on elves last week. Rudely picking on elves last week. Knee-high exerting that pressure, trying to close down and encircle this cage. Hank the Ranger says, just needs to make a hole, take out the Centaur and Minotaur, and he's golden. Just needs to make a hole, take out all the opposing players, score 2 touchdowns, he's golden. It's perfect. Two-die blitz with the Minotaur. Good knockdown. Turn 14 for Tracksuit Mafia. Just 3 turns remaining to try to tie this ball game. Doesn't have anywhere to go other than to try to fight through this, and he has only 3 turns to do so, or to retreat, and he doesn't want to do that either. He could try to move laterally a little bit, but he'd have to swing all the way out here to do it. This isn't a Skaven gutter runner. 2-die stand-up blitz is going to be a push result. It's giving him back 1 space if he wants to move laterally. Gonna go for the handoff. Good handoff. He's just gonna run down the pitch. I guess he's gonna say, try to catch me. All right. All right. Good luck, Brostas. I believe in you. Two-die block gets the knockdown on the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker at center pitch. Turn 14 for knee-high to Nuffle. All right. All right. Here comes that bull centaur, boy. Here he comes. The hobgoblin's going to get pulled back too. This one will probably dodge away. You might not need to dodge away. Well, 2's enough. 2's enough to go after this beastman, really. 2-die dauntless block against the number 4 Chaos Warrior. Good clean hit. Gonna get an assist here against number 2. This will be a push. Block with the Minotaur, perhaps, against number 2. Hank the Ranger says, I would have tied up that Minotaur. I would have at least made him spend his blitz to move him. Yeah, the Minotaur doesn't go anywhere. when he's tied up, the only way he gets to move, with that AG of 2, that is, the only way he really gets to move when he's tied up is somebody else can block that player off, or the Minotaur needs to blitz out of there. 2-die block will be a both standing result. Can't knock down the number 2 Chaos Warrior. One die block gets the push result. Is he going to try to dodge Robin Roundcap? No, he's going to try to blitz. So he'll take the block, finally gets the knockdown here against the Chaos Warrior. And he'll move this Hobgoblin back into defense. Yes, indeed. Two-die block with the Minotaur. Gets a POW. Turn 15 for Tracksuit Mafia. Good luck, Brostas. Good luck, buddy. He'll probably block down number 3. Maybe move in for an assist to blitz with Brostas and just keep on trucking. Can he cage up Brostas is really the question. He's got to end this turn in scoring position. There's that block. We do need a hero. Tracksuit Mafia needs a hero. Thank you for the bits. Gets the block, frees up 1 Beastman. He has 2 free Beastmen now. He needs to move 3 spaces. He could conceivably, so if he moves here, he could conceivably set up a half cage at the 10-yard line, but good luck. Right, Hank the Ranger said he could sideline cage in scoring position, and that's right. He could conceivably set up a half cage at the 10-yard line. 2-die blitz gets a POW here. It's going to move him straight back over here, I have to imagine. No, he's not. Interesting decision. Interesting decision. Well, now what? So is he gonna GFI here? He doesn't have a reroll left. No. Oh boy, what is the plan? He's gonna mark the Bull Centaur and just move Brostas down pitch and hope for the best. All right, here we go. Here we go. 2-die block back at center pitch. Turn 15 for knee-high to Nuffle. Stand-up dodge will make this a 2-die blitz. Knee-high to Nuffle has a reroll. Knee-high considering what they want to do here. Whoa. Whoa. Does that do it? Probably does it, right? So if he goes, say here. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know. Oh, failed the dodge. He's going to have to spend the reroll here. I don't know, man. I don't think I like this. Oh boy, we'll see. We'll see. I think Tracksuit Mafia takes the uphill block. They might be able to make it. They might be able to make it a just a straight up one die block. In fact. In fact, they can. Bro, Vincent is injured by the Minotaur. Oh, and he loses a point of strength. Oh boy, that is probably a sacked Chaos Warrior. Sad to see you go, buddy. Sad to see you go. But you had a good run. One die block. It's going to get the skull here, and that's going to be a turnover. So he can negate both of these assists and just make this a one die block. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Blitz coming up. Here it is. One die blitz. Oh, he has the horns. And that'll work. It's just a dodge to tie the game. Positive dodge. Will he do it? He does! Whoa! What a score by Tracksuit Mafia! Unbelievable! Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that mark, man. I didn't like that mark with the Bull Centaur. Oh boy. Yeah, the one die or two die blitz with horns rather, even better. Dodge to a score. Well done. Well done. Wow. What a well-deserved draw for Tracksuit Mafia. The game's not over. One turn left. Knee-High to Nuffle can't score unless there is a riot. Berserking Tempest says replay that. Replay that. What I miss. You missed this. So he marked both players in the back here. So he took out these two assists. Got the two die block with horns to the positive dodge to the score. Leave it to Rouse. Praise to Nuffle for a riot. We'll see if Knee-High can pull out a victory here. They need a riot if they have any hope of winning this game. Wow. What a TD by Tracksuit Mafia. I honestly think that was an error on Knee-High's part with that mark. I didn't like that mark. Didn't like that mark. Berserking Tempest, what's a 24-man riot? 3 men on the line. Tracksuit Mafia is going to save everybody else. As you do. Knee-High to Nuffle's going to take all these blocks, however. Not so trusty Patches hoping for a rock. Berserking Tempest hoping for a riot. Leave it to Rouse hoping for a riot. Remember, Knee-High still has a reroll. If they get a riot, they're in not bad shape. Two-man player advantage for Knee-High to Nuffle. The only players that really have any chance of scoring here are the Bull, Centaur, and the Hobgoblins. Needs to put somebody else up on this line. Needs to put somebody else up on this line. Ike the Ranger wants a gentle gust of wind. I don't think you do. Here's the kick. It's a blitz. Tracksuit Mafia gets a free bonus turn. They're not going to do anything. And that's going to be the game. It's going to be a 1-1 draw. Knee-High to Nuffle is going to get an opportunity to block down this line and not do much else. Block down the line, get a foul. Great kick by the kicker. Maybe pick up some SPP on John Romita Jr. Wow, what a score that was. Well done by Merrick and Tracksuit Mafia. 2-die block, double pals here. Gets a KO, doesn't matter. It's against the Journeyman anyway. Coming up in just a few minutes will be the third game in the triple header. It'll be a minor matter at Nurgle Burgle Boys. Underworld Denizens versus Nurgle. 2-die Dauntless block. Gets a push or both standing result. I might have taken both standing results. So I'd get another push this way or another block this way. But he's going to push it in this way. That's fair enough. Still will get the assist here due to the guard skill. Final 2-die block at the line is going to be a push. Well, now what? He's got a blitz. Who do you blitz? This guy? Blitz him coming this way and then get the foul? Looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, he's going to be the other guy. Fair enough. Gets the knockdown here. Yes, well done. Well done. Let's get a GG foul here. 2 assists currently. He can reasonably get 2 more. There's 1. You'd have to, well, that's it. He could have got another one with the GFI on the reroll. Instead, he's going to get the 3 assists. The GG foul. Got sent off the pitch. The ref's like, come on. Come on, it's the end of the game. And that'll do it. 1-1 the final. What a hard-fought game. Tracksuit Mafia, in the closing minutes of the game, scored to tie the game up. Really well-deserved draw there. Good game played by both coaches. Tracksuit Mafia is picking up 10 SPP, while Knee-Hide and Nuffle will be picking up 12 SPP. And that'll do it. Bro Roman is the MVP for Tracksuit Mafia. Robin Roundcap picking up even more SPP. That level 3 Hobgoblin. Final game here in this triple header. Coming up in just a few minutes. It's going to be a minor matter at Nurgle Burgle Boys. We're not going to stop the stream. We're going to close out this game. We're going to keep the stream live. We're going to switch out the graphics. There's going to be no timer. Once we come back live, we'll just get the game underway. Probably won't even be much of a pregame since the game was already supposed to start. So we'll just take a few minutes, get yourself a drink of water, take a bathroom break, and we'll get started with this final game here in this triple header today. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.